What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to talk about the planet Sun in the very first house of your birth chart. So let's get started. So let's begin with understanding what is first house. Well, first house is you. Well, the first house is the blueprint of your life. The first house covers all the aspects of life, and it represents your nature, your character, your personality. Well, it defines your life. So first house is one of the most important house in a birth chart. Now let's understand what this planet Sun is doing in the first house. Well, the first house is the house of planet Mars. It is represented by the sign of Aries, and well, Sun is quite happy there and it's blooming with all that confidence and happiness. Well, definitely Sun in first house, blesses the native with a very brilliant, charming and a magnetic personality. That's for sure. These people are the center of attraction. They always take the center stage. The most negative part is that these people receive very much of unwanted attention, and also they always play a very important role, a very dominant role in all aspects of life, whether it's work or family. Well, yes, these people are really dominant. The people around you will always try to talk to you, interact with you, irrespective of the fact they might hate you or love you. Well, definitely everyone around you will definitely try to talk to you. Now, irrespective of the sign, like even if Sun is sitting in the sign of Libra in the first house, where it is considered as debilitated, well, Sun in Libra will also give you a very attractive and magnetic personality. Irrespective of the sign, Sun in first house gives you a very beautiful personality. Well, if your Sun is associated or aspected by planet Saturn, Rahu or Ketu, well, then things can be changed. For example, let's take Aishwarya Rai. Well, her first house is having planet Sun in the sign of Libra. Well, definitely this placement gives her a very beautiful personality. It gives her a very radiant and beautiful aura. She literally outshines other people around. Her gesture, her smile completely indicates that she is such a warm-hearted person. And something which actually magnifies and adds up to her personality is definitely Mars sitting in Aries in the 7th house, and it's aspecting the first house, the Sun in Libra, which definitely it's amplifying her personality. So people with Sun in the first house are definitely very positive people, and they're very warm-hearted people, and they have this beautiful quality of helping other people, whether it's a stranger or even their enemy. Well, they're always willing to give their helping hand to someone, and that's make them one of the most beautiful creatures in this world. And one more thing about them is that no matter how negative things are around them, how hopeless they feel, by the end of the day, but in the next morning they will be like, okay, come on, bring it on, let's kill it. So they are actually very positive and they never lose hope, and that is one of the most best quality of this placement. The placement of planet Sun in the first house makes a native independent. These people do not take orders of other people. Actually, they give orders, because planet Sun is king. It is the authority. It gives orders. It makes policies. It does not take orders. It does not follow rules and regulations. Well, lots of people say that sun is associated with government jobs. Well, yes, it is, but only those kind of jobs where a person is actually making policies and giving orders to others. They're making rules and regulations. Well, sun is associated to such jobs. And lots of politicians have the placement, this kind of placement, sun in the first house. And this is also a placement when a native is, self-employed, and these people are entrepreneurs because they love to be independent. They have very innovative minds, and they cannot just blindly follow what others, are asking them to do. So yes, this is the placement for an innovative mind. These people find very difficult to work with other people because they have a tendency to dominate others. What happens when something goes very close to sun? What happens to the planets which are actually very close to sun? Well, they get combust. The planet sun tries to burn everything which is around it and outshines. Okay, so these people do dominate the people around them. So if these natives are working in a group, then it's really difficult for them to go ahead. Working in a group is really a very difficult thing for them. Now, planet sun in the first house is aspecting the seventh house, and this aspect helps them to meet very influential people throughout their life, and they will have contacts with very important and influential people. The seventh house is also the house of marriage. So people with sun in the first house always desires a life partner or a spouse who is equally dominant and radiant and smart, just like them. But they always tend to fall for someone who is an introvert, someone who loves to sit back at home, watch TV rather than socializing and going outside. Well, who is the wife of the planet sun? It's Chaya, the shadow, and she is totally opposite of Surya Dev. So that is a kind of a problem with sun in the first house. And lastly, let's talk about the health of people who have planet sun in the first house. Well, the health is usually good. These people are energetic and very lively all the time, but they do suffer from diseases related to heat, like fever, headaches, migraines, or maybe, digestive issues. So this was my analysis of planet sun in the first house. If you like this video, do subscribe to my channel. Till then, goodbye, take care, and do subscribe, okay? Goodbye.